Oh, there's a blessed time. It's coming. It's coming soon. Maybe evening, morning, or at noon. Oh, the wedding of the bride, united with the groom. We shall see the King when he comes. We shall see the King. We shall see the King. We shall see the King when he comes. Oh, he's coming in power. We'll hail the blessed hour. We shall see the King when he comes. Yeah, people. King. With a coming king, like, there's a coming power, a majesty, something to take away your pain, and lead you to the promised land, so to speak. I imagine, back in the day, Jesus being born, they had the whole manger scene and nativity scene, that people were hopeful. Now, this is the king being born. But I also think maybe there's some doubts. Is this really the king being born? How many babies, do we have to do this with? How many times are we going to get our hopes up just to get them dashed, crushed? But the other group, faithful, singing songs. This is it. This is the baby king, baby Jesus. I imagine that when Jesus grew up, started the ministry, people were saying, this dude's legit. This is the Messiah. This is the king. But others probably doubting, wondering, when is this king, going to get his Rambo on and conquer? We have a lot of hopes and dreams we're trying to get to. We got a lot of oppression we're trying to get away from. When's this king going to do what we want him to do? And even now, we wait on a king of sorts. Waiting for our oppression to go away, for our tears to be wiped. We're waiting for his majesty as Christians. We're waiting for that pure love, pure joy, strength. You're waiting sometimes just to get away from all this mess. It's hope. But there are still doubters, right? Still doubters. There's always been doubters to Jesus. Is he a crazy person? A teacher? Just a teacher? Is he just, some prophet? Some scam artist? People still have those doubts now. And so naturally, having the doubts throughout that time period, still have doubts today of whether this coming king is coming at all, right? So we have the believers, we have the doubters. Even people who aren't Christians are still hoping for something, right? You're hoping for some person, some leader to take you to the promised land, right? Some politician, some community leader. You're hoping that maybe the next generation will be the answer. You're hoping in some type of technology, some type of medicine. You're hoping in some news outlet, that maybe people will get the right message. People are hoping for something. Like waiting on a king. And I think that if you're going to have true hope that you can continue to rely on, that you need, it needs to be tested, right? I, for one, I've been a Christian for 20 plus years. My hope has been tested. I can remember back times I was hoping in God for healing, and He healed me. Hoping in God for healing for somebody else, and He healed them. Hoping in God for clarity, for wisdom, for strength, and every time God delivers. He might not deliver when or how I want Him to, but He always delivers. So I have 20 plus years for myself experience hoping in God. So with all that, I can confidently say, I can hope for God for the future. I can hope in God for the afterlife. Whether I'm taken from this earth to see the King, or whether the King comes for us, as scriptures talk about. Whatever way the King will come for us, I am hopeful. And it's not without merit, my hope. But people whose hope hasn't been tested, that's a little different, right? Did you ever try to hope in I recently did a post with sports. I'll do another one, recently, you sports fans try to hope in a particular quarterback or something, or a new a rookie player or something like that, in whatever sport, and that's your team. But can you have hope in this particular player, this new player? You don't know. It hasn't been tested yet, right? You get a new supervisor, a new coworker. Now, can you hope in them? Can you count on them when it matters? You need time. That hope to be tested. As Christians, we should be able to hang our hats on the hope that's been tested and believe that God is coming in all ways, whether he's coming for a particular situation that you're currently in, whether he's coming for a situation you think is going to come down the road, whether it's the afterlife, it's heaven, whether you're hoping for your church, for your family. Our hope has been tested and it needs to remain strong, right? Because there's always going to be doubters. And you get lost in the doubters, right? Sometimes you become a doubter. But we need to constantly remember and remind one another of the hope that we have that's been tested. And we cling on to. Amen? We shall see the King. We shall see the King. We shall see the King when he comes. Oh, he's coming in power. We'll hail the blessed hour. We shall see the King when he comes. Amen.